Hey Capricorn, this is Tara from Tara's Tarot. I'm here with your May reading. I have shuffled and cut the deck, but I have not looked yet. Also, I do offer private readings. If anyone wants a private reading, feel free to email me, tara@tarastarot.com. Okay, guys, let's see what we're working with. Month of May. So we've got the core focus, we've got the sun energy, or the present, situation. That's looking great. Crossing that, we've got the Four of Cups here. Hanging overhead in our conscious, on the surface level of the situation, we've got the Hermit. In the subconscious position, we've got the King of Wands. So this is like the driving force behind the energy, what's kind of going on behind the scenes. All right, recent past, we've got the Chariot. And near future, we've got the Nine of Swords. Okay, representing you, we've got the Lovers. In the environment, we've got the Eight of Swords. In the hopes and fears, we've got the Nine of Pentacles here. And 4 cards for the outcome, we've got the Temperance card. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. We have got the Three of Pentacles. And the Six of Wands. That is awesome. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Death card, the Rebirth card. Wow, okay. There's definitely something big going on. I feel like it's all good. There's success, there's progress, there's victory, there's moving forward, but there's anxiety as well. But I feel like it's not something you have to worry about. It's more like you're putting that on yourself. But I don't know. That's interesting. Why is that? Why, when things are going so well, is there this anxiety? Okay, so let's see. I'm just going to kind of soak this in for a sec. Yeah, okay, so it's interesting. So, we've got this, moving from the recent past into our present here. We've got the Chariot into the Sun. So this is a huge victory from the Chariot. So something in the recent past happened that really moved you forward, or was some kind of success, victory, self-control, moving from one place to another. And this is, a spiritual energy. So this is like, there's some kind of spiritual development here. You growing, you moving, you moving forward in a really successful way. That brings us to the Sun. So this is when everything looks great and feels great and we're enjoying life. We're in the warm sunshine and everything's clear and we have clarity and enlightenment and we just want to get out there and engage in life. So this is looking like, okay, there's been some positive developments and now is the time where you get to really be happy and enjoy. But it's interesting because crossing the Sun, we've got the Four of Cups here. So it's like that happiness is somehow dimmed from your perspective a little bit. So it's like, this is meant for you, right? The Sun is here. This is a spiritual, major arcana card. So it's like, okay, this is what's happening. But from your perspective, it's almost like you might not want to believe it's true. You might believe it's too good to be true. You might be hesitant to, like, when you're really happy or you kind of get your wish, it's almost scary because you could get hurt. It makes you more vulnerable or you don't want to lose it after admitting it's here. So there could be some kind of like keeping things at arm's length, not really wanting to engage emotionally or kind of just feeling there's like some kind of dimness or repressing. It's almost like life's offering you this new cup, right, of fulfillment, and you're kind of hesitant about whether you should take it. So that's kind of, blocking or covering or dimming the sun energy. But the sun energy is here for you, okay? So yeah, in the environment, I'm not sure if this is why you're feeling like you don't want to engage or be vulnerable or open up and kind of jump into this happy energy, because in the environment, we've got the Eight of Swords. So something going on around you, or just kind of the context you find yourself in, there's some kind of feeling of fear or being paralyzed by thoughts. So, this is when we get ourselves stuck because we're just allowing fear thoughts or, worries to kind of hold us hostage. And we don't want to really do anything in fear of, if I do this, this could happen. If I do this, I could get hurt. If I put myself out there, what if this? So you end up just kind of living in this. It's like you're agoraphobic, when people are so afraid to leave their house, they don't even want to leave their house anymore. It's kind of like that mentally. Like, it's like a mental paralysis where, so this isn't necessary, this is all kind of an illusion of the mind, because, those thoughts are just thoughts. They're not going to hurt you themselves. It's just you projecting them and thinking and inventing and worrying, and that becomes a reality, trapping you into that, So this is looking like it's a lot of your own perspective that could be feeling like the situation is skewed, and it's really just kind of in your head almost. Like things are good, Okay, so let's continue. So we've got the Lovers card here representing you. So this is kind of like either how you see yourself, the energy you're resonating at, what you're embodying, what you're dealing with, what soul experience you're kind of meant to have right now. So we've got the Lovers. So some of you may be dealing with a deep love connection right now. You could be in love. You could be falling in love. This is when, we feel that undeniable connection deep within, and we can't help but be pushed into that journey. And that journey can be a ton of different stuff. We can actually fall in love and it be a really happy, harmonious thing. We can be triggered with these feelings of falling in love and it be an unrequited love, and that is meant to teach us on our journey, and we're meant to uncover more about who we are and what we want and what we value. But the main thing with the Lovers is it shines a light on your true desires, who you are, what your values are. And it's kind of like you're put in this position of you're being forced to make a choice based on who you are at this point. It's kind of like the universe, God going, okay, like, who are you choosing to be? What is important to you? And you're kind of like creating based on your choice the next chapter of your life that you're going to have to deal with. So the Lovers card, it's very intense. It's definitely, you're dealing with a soulmate, spiritual connection that often is very, very, very intense. So for some of you, this could be, wow, I feel this connection that is awesome, and I'm feeling a little hesitant, should I really open myself to this? What if I get hurt? I've been down that road before. Like, this is that keeping it at arm's length kind of energy, which remember is crossing that present sun. So, you might be feeling like, a little trapped and feeling anxious and worried about this connection because it's bringing up so much in you and it's really communicating directly to you in the deepest way, So realize that, because look, these two cards here, the Four of Cups and the Eight of Swords, these are our free will energy cards, if you will. These are our day-to-day experiences as our human self. So these are the things we are choosing to think, that we are choosing to feel. This is how we're choosing to believe and what we're choosing to believe and what outlook we're using. So, this is just how we're interpreting things. But the major arcana cards, the Lovers and the Sun, are how the energy that's here for you, that's meant to cross your path at this time. So this is more of what's really going on, and this is kind of how you're interpreting it, okay? So I want to put that in perspective for you, because if you are feeling numb or stuck or trapped or a little anxious, that's not coming from the situation. That's more of our belief, okay? So, okay, perfect. This is coming together. So, what's going on the surface level, your conscious mind, your conscious state? We've got the Hermit, which makes perfect sense because, okay, you're thrust into this connection and things, the energy feels so powerful. So it can be a little scary, right? And in comes the Hermit. So this is all meant to be happening. The Hermit is that deep contemplation, reflection, asking those questions and gaining wisdom on our path. So this is that, when the Hermit goes into the woods alone and then he comes out, he's more enlightened, he's more connected and in tune with God and nature and himself, and he's gained wisdom. So that's this journey. So this, whatever's going on with the Lovers and the Sun and the Chariot, is triggering in whatever in you for a reason, so you can get more wisdom, so you can gain more mastery, so you can learn the things you're meant to learn about yourself, so you can expand. So I'm feeling like, it's like a journey in uncovering these feelings and what's going on, and really, being face to face and forced to find these answers for yourself in a deep way. Soul searching. And, the near future, we got the Nine of Swords. So, don't freak out if, now this is not saying like, this is like meaning you will definitely be feeling anxiety in your near future. No, it's up to you. This is saying if you happen to feel anxious and that's becoming a little bit more intense in the near future, then this message is for you, okay? So I don't want to worry you and think like, oh my God, no. And this energy is very minor compared to the positive energy. This is very passing, fleeting. Again, it's all how our mind is interpreting things. So it's we have the power to tweak that and alter our perspective. So anyway, the near future, this is when we're like up at night, we can't fall asleep. Our mind is just kind of going out of control. And we're losing perspective. So we're kind of like a prisoner, see how he's bound, of our mind. And it really is just our mind losing control. It's like the hamster wheel. It got away from us. And so we're feeling like, whoa, I don't even know what's going on. I'm feeling so overwhelmed and I can't really discern. Like, it's just that, right? So we have to get out of that we have to break free, cut that energy cord, because we want to step back and really examine, which is the Hermit. Why am I thinking these thoughts? What are my fears? Why is this situation triggering me in this way? What do I want? And how do I get there? And, is my, is my mind working for me, or is it controlling me? Like all those kind of things. This is really bringing that stuff up, but it's in a great way. Because again, this is a very happy time. Like, you've traveled here from the Chariot in your recent past, and this is such a victorious, amazing energy. So it's like Spirit's like, yep, here you go. You're being moved to this whole new dimension, right? With the Chariot, you're getting out of where you were, you're going somewhere new, and then in comes the Sun and the Lovers. So this is a very happy, positive time. It's just that soul searching and figuring out why you're getting triggered this way, why you're feeling anxious. But remember that it's like the anxiety and the thoughts in your mind are such a small, even though it can feel like, because we're smack dab in it and we can't get out and we're like feeling overwhelmed by it, but it's such a small energy influence compared to the things that are meant to be happening right now and the energies that working. So I just want to try to give you comfort and have you know there's nothing, like no doom and gloom, and you're not picking up on something that's going to hurt you. It's just that trick of the mind. It's just that perspective and that fear, which is what life is, love and fear. That's what everything breaks down to. Now, so just to confirm that this is a very lucrative, forward moving, positive time, we've got the King of Wands underneath the deck, which is the position of the subconscious, what's driving this energy, what's going on behind the scenes that you might not realize. So the King of Wands is, all about being, believing in something, standing for something, having passion, creativity, warmth, excitement. This energy wants other people to follow him, wants to get people excited, wants to get people moving. And so it makes me feel like there is this driving force and this excitement behind this situation. And, this could be you, this could be another person, or this could just be the general energy. Oof. Now the Death card on the bottom of the deck, this is just telling us that this whole process is all about learning about yourself and coming into a whole new reality with yourself in your life. So, the Death card is all about shedding the skin that we've outgrown, shedding our past, shedding the things that aren't in alignment with us anymore, and letting them go. They're meant to go and they will go. But it's like the most amazing, welcome thing, even if there are some elements that we have to be sad about and kind of grieve a little bit because we're saying goodbye to a chapter, but we're being totally reborn into a brand new chapter. Becoming more of our true selves. And this translates from ourselves into our lives, into our relationships, into this is the kind of energy where it's a whole epic new reality. It changes and it'll never be the same again. So this is so you might be feeling very vulnerable right now. There's so much going on and so much intensity. Life is changing. There's a lot of good, powerful energy smacking you in the face right now. And then there are these triggers of fear and anxiety that you're trying to navigate your way through. and going on the hermit journey, the exploration, asking questions, finding the answers, uncovering new truths about yourself and about life. So this is like very exciting, you know. This is a big moment. Ugh. All right, and then our outcome looks amazing. Okay, so just to put that in perspective for you, think about the positivity. Okay, so great outcome. We've got the Temperance card. I just want to show you them first before I talk about them. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. Oh my gosh. So, you know, this is like everything's happening how it's meant to. You're being given harmony, protection. Everything's being smoothed out and changed in a way like it's like a magical alchemical, you know, where your life is being transformed, and you know, everything is so beautiful and peaceful and harmonious and tranquil, and this kind of energy feels so good. It's kind of like just feeling completely comforted and relaxed and soothed. So there's going to be a lot of healing energy for you coming off of the trigger points and any anxiety you're going to feel. This is like, shh, it's all okay. And all that's just going to melt away, okay? Then we've got this amazing development, practical development, real world 3D manifestation. We've got the Knight of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, which both are about moving forward, expanding, developing, building. So you're you're making real, tangible progress towards a goal or towards something. It's being developed where you can touch it, taste it, see it, smell it. It's not just a dream. It's not just a feeling or a thought or a goal. It's actually coming together and really developing. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is more of a slower energy. So is Temperance. So it's like there's no rush. Things are happening step by step by step, and you're making progress step by step by step. The Three of Pentacles is just continuing to develop this creation, whatever you're manifesting. This can also be very relationshipy with the Temperance. This is like joining together of two separate things and transmuting them into a new thing. The Three of Pentacles is, you know, you, the other, and the relationship and building this structure and creating something. It doesn't have to be. It can be a platonic relationship, a business thing. It, you know, you have to see how it applies. But, and then we got the Six of Wands. So this is victory. Huge victory. Being proud of yourself, getting, you know, it's public, it's known, people know about it. It's that you feel like you're in such high esteem and you're so proud of yourself and you really achieved something big where it's like celebration, like it's exciting. This feels so good. So this is a good time for you. Things are actually moving forward very, very positively. It's just, I guess you could look at it like we're clearing away with the Death card and the Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, and Four of Cups. Anything that you don't need to bring with you anymore. So when that stuff comes up, often it's because we need to look at it and choose to, you know, or work through. And that's also what the Temperance card is, transmuting these energies, working through them, looking at them, analyzing them, seeing them for what they are, gaining that new perspective and releasing them. So I think, you know, you're shedding a lot of old patterns, probably old fears. that just you don't need them moving forward. And there is this amazing new day ahead, full of success and concrete, building, like having something to show for it and things moving forward and just feeling so at peace. So I hope that this was helpful, Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn moon myself. So yeah, please share your comments below if this resonated with you, if you have questions. Very interesting. This was a really great reading. So hang in there, we all have to navigate those things sometimes, but this is going to be so worth it, and you're so on the right track, and just enjoy, okay? We don't need to do anything, but we can open our heart to this experience. And it's just kind of getting another look at if that does make us uncomfortable or why. And, and it's going to prompt all of these deep, truths that we're going to realize. So hope you have a great month, guys. If anyone wants to schedule a personal reading, you can email me, tara@tarastarot.com, or there is information below. So I'll talk to you guys later, and I hope you have a great month. Okay, bye.